It's a tough one. Yeah, Mother's Day is a tough one. I'm not a mother, but I just lost my mother in November. Uh, and today I would be creating a beautiful brunch. I would be, you know, doing some fanfare. I mean, we've got COVID and we've got the loss of my mom, and my heart is going out to all the people out there who lost their child or can't be with their child or can't be with your mom because of the pandemic, can't be with whatever it may be. It's a painful one, I think, for many people. Lucky are those who get to be with their loved ones, with their mom or with their child. Um, but it's a tough day for those of us who have lost a parent, lost a child, can't be with your parent, can't be with your child. So there's a lot of energetic pain, I think, that I'm tuning into. I certainly woke up with that energy. A lot of people feeling grieving, and in Toronto we're not having very good weather this week. So it's kind of I'm really tuning into the pain. I don't know how many people are crying. I've had a few cries, and we give ourselves permission to just um, feel the pain and express it. But what I also want to say is that, being conscious of the fact that not everybody is going to be like ecstatic over Mother's Day, and the media tends to do a bit of a number, but I find that it's a tough one. Hi Aisha, thanks for tuning in, and for anyone else that would love to tune in today. I want you to know that you're not alone. If you're feeling the pain of loss of mom, as I do, and my mother was not an easy woman. I'm not glorifying my mom, but I am missing my mom, and I am missing the lovely brunch that I would have created for her. I'm gonna share. This is years ago. I would have. This is in the 90s. This was a Mother's Day brunch that I did in the 90s in my very first apartment at 100 Wellesley. And that's my futon that I don't know if I slept on that, but anyways, I had a one bedroom. Anyways, the point is that my mom had come over and was one of my first Mother's Day brunches that I did for her. And this one, let's see, I'll hide that one. Well, I can keep it, but I can put this one too in. This one was a recent one a couple of years ago, before she died, obviously, and she was looking fabulous, as she always did. And yeah, I remember her saying, "Don't give me flowers because I don't like when they die." But she loved this orchid because it did last a while. And my sister actually gave that to her. And but even though my sister was in Ottawa, I made that happen. We chose it, so that was lovely. So she balked. She didn't like it, but then she did. Anyway, my mom was tough. She was tough. She was picky and critical and judgy, but she was my mom. And she died of pancreatic cancer in November. It was a quick 100 days, 6 weeks, boom, boom, boom. And I'm grateful that she, got out just in time before COVID and all of that. That would have been a nightmare, being in hospice with her. That would have been such a nightmare. I wanted to get my sister up here, and her and I, this was a couple of years ago, us just sort of hanging out, having a brunch, again, sort of Mother's Day-esque type thing. I don't know if that was Mother's Day, but I just remember it being sort of just a lovely, treasured, rare, good times with family. What I know for sure is that we are all going through a measure of pain, and I'm certainly tuning into that. Thanks, Jennifer, for saying, "Love you, babe. I love you back." And Sean saying, "Thanks for this. I really recently lost my mom." Tough few days. Yeah, it is tough. It's tough. It's tough. It's definitely tough. So, I just wanted to reach out to people because I'm not always happy. I'm also, a person who experiences the emotions of the times, and I feel, I'm working with a lot of people that are in a lot of pain. So I wanted to share my pain with you because And I also know people who've lost their children, a child, and this is just a hell of a time for them. It's really, really hard Mother's Day. And you have to understand that um, you're not alone. You're not alone. People who are feeling despair, of loneliness, of being on their own. I've been talking to people who are alone right now. I'm fortunate to have my husband, and we connect a lot, but there's a lot of people out there who are alone. So I'm really hoping that, reach out to someone who's alone, um, make contact with them. Also find ways to, I don't know. I love the concept of, doubling your pod. I mean, if I know people who would be well served by that if you're open to it, so that you can create like a sharing of a pod, a safe pod with another group, especially someone who's on their own. And I want you to know also that my eyes are stinging. What else do I want you to know? I want you to know that, yeah, Don Jewel also lost his mom recently. Those of us who have lost our parent recently, it's really tough. It's really tough. I'm also crying for the planet. It's week 8, and I'm crying for the planet. I gotta get a Kleenex. Hang on a second, because my eyes are stinging. I'm crying for the planet because there's a lot of unknowns out there. Anyway, I'm good. I'm okay. Nobody has to worry. I'm okay. But I'm just feeling the emotions of all of this. Do you know what I mean? And I want to share with you a truth, because I'm not always positive, even though in my tears I'm positive. And that's something people can, take from this, is just that, to understand that even if you're feeling emotional, even if you're feeling sad, there's still hope, and there's still good things to think about, and to pivot your brain toward positivity. But you got to honor, thank you, Hina, saying love and hugs to you. It's an emotional day. You got to honor your truth and your pain so that you can go through it. There's no way around the mountain. I always say that. You got to go through it. And courage is a very, very, I say this, doesn't always roar. Sometimes that quiet voice at the end of the day is, I will try again tomorrow. And that's my favorite meme, because it really speaks to how we're having to be. We're having to be courageous through this. We can't, this is not for the faint of heart. Going through a pandemic, I had no idea what it would be like. And it turns out it's fucking hard. But also a blessing in some ways. It's like, I do miss restaurants, and I miss hanging out with my friends, and I miss all kinds of stuff in that regard. But what I mostly miss is the simple thing called, creating a Mother's Day brunch. The simple experience, creating a brunch with some girlfriends. We're, thank goodness for Zoom and all those things, but the fact is that it's just not the same. It's just not the same. And then there's all of us who don't have kids. Mother's Day has always been tough for me regardless. I've always thought, oh, my mom, she's really tough sometimes to deal with. So I'm going to be, but I get to focus on her on Mother's Day. But now that my mom's gone, and there's, a major pandemic, I don't have children. And so Mother's Day is a bullshit, and all the media around it it's tough. It's tough. It makes me feel sad. But yet I am hopeful. But I wanted to share that you're not alone. Anyone who may be feeling sad today. And Mirella says, thank you for this, lovely. I know it's difficult for you today. This is a bittersweet day for me. Thank you always for sharing your truth and love. Yeah, I mean, it is. And prayers to you too, Scott. Your kindness, everybody's kindness, making me cry some more. Anyway, I want you to know you're not alone. And your pain matters, and I honor it, and I acknowledge it. And I'm okay. Nobody has to worry. I am okay. But it is just a fucking tough time right now. And what I really know, and my eyes are stinging. That's why I'm, I really want everyone to know that, people feel very isolated and alone at this time. And I want to do this live because you're not alone. A lot of us are feeling the same pain. Reach out. Don't be alone with it. Reach out to friends, reach out to Facebook, reach out. People want to hear your truth, your vulnerability. And I know that that has always been a struggle for me to share my vulnerability, but I am, because it is so connecting and so bridge building for all of us. It is so bridge building. And Leo Paul says, nice to see you today. We're all in this together no matter what. What I miss the most is big hugs. Me too. I miss hugging my friends. As a person who doesn't have children, my friends, are like my family. And so I miss hugging my friends. I miss the freedom of just being able to touch just anything, a wall, something outside, like not feeling afraid. I miss feeling relaxed around being outside. I haven't been outside in so long. I miss that. I'm doing a lot of work with my clients, and there's a tremendous amount of pain and angst, people losing their jobs, their companies, people facing so much uncertainty, amping up the anxiety, amping up the depression. And so I hold a lot of that energy, which I'm so grateful that I get to do that. And I have a lot of good ways of doing that. But I will tell you that today is one of those days that I woke up and I remember thinking, oh, right, it's Mother's Day. And I felt very sad about the fact that it was also different. It was also different as to how it was. And I just remembered my mom. That was my first my breakfast that I created for her way back in the early 90s when I lived at 100 Wellesley in my first little apartment. Actually, my second little apartment, and my first one bedroom, where my living room wasn't my bedroom. Anyway, if anyone wants to share with me what they're experiencing, I'm happy to hear it. I love the people that have tuned in, and also I love the people that are honoring their pain, because it is only through honoring the pain can we move through it, and it is only through moving through it that we can be of service to others. So don't block your pain. You will not drown. You will not go and never come back. You will feel your pain. It will drain out of you. You will learn what you need to learn. You will comfort yourself, and then you will be able to come out the other side and give to others. And that's what this is about. And Leo Paul says, we're all human. After all, we're all okay to cry a bit. Men or women, we all have feelings and tears. It's healing to let them flow. It is. And I think this full moon has created a lot of energy around really vulnerable, connecting with the vulnerable aspect of ourselves. I certainly have felt that tremendously. And what I want to say also is I feel so grateful also for all of the insights that I've been able to get. And I'm grateful for my, that I get to live with someone at this point. It's such a precious commodity right now. And everyone who's, and oh, I love you too, Lisa, and everyone who's living on their own. I feel so much for you, because I know that it's a tough journey, especially those who are single and can't date and can't reach out to friends, or can reach out to friends through Zoom, etc., but not physically touching them. And physical touch is such a human need for all of us. I didn't sleep very well, Lisa. I went to bed late. I was chatting with Lisa, and I did not sleep very well. I slept sort of lightly, and then I woke up thinking about this, that I was going to say to people today, because I was feeling very emotional this morning. Lisa says, do you sleep? I do. I slept about 7 hours, 8 hours, 7 hours. So when I think about Mother's Day, I think about those, when I think about my mom, I think about how challenging she was for me in my life. I'm not going to bullshit you. She was challenging. She was very, very complicated, and she suffered from depression, and she was quite mean at times and judgmental and critical. But there was this other side to her that was very nurturing as well, and very loving, as you can see in this picture. And I always enjoyed doing a brunch for her. I would always do smoked salmon, bagels, cream cheese, coffee, and then a special quiche that I would go pick up at, on St. Clair West. Is a beautiful, I will remember it, Aisha, what is the name of the beautiful French bakery? Beautiful French bakery that we get great croissants, not the one we go to with you, but another one. I will remember. It's on St. Clair West, beautiful quiches. very interesting quiches and beautiful croissant right here on St. Clair West and Christie area, just west of there. And I would always get the beautiful quiches, and people would love them. And it would be just this beautiful table. I should post pictures, beautiful table where I would sort of create like this buffet in the middle of the table. And my mom was always so delighted. She lived on her own for so many years, and that was not easy for her. So it was always so delightful for her to have my brunches, my Mother's Day brunches. And so there was a lot of drama around it. Sometimes I'd be very Pain Perdu. Thank you, Aisha. I appreciate it. Pain Perdu, great place. And I always found it to be a bit stressful because I sort of wanted to perform for my mom to have a beautiful table for her because she had a high standard. But it turns out, and I always said, oh, I wish I didn't have to do this. But it turns out, it's funny how hindsight is. I totally miss doing that. I totally miss that experience of the drama of it and the creation of it. And I really miss, I miss it. I miss those occasions. I miss having a mom. I miss knowing that I have a mom that I can make a brunch for. I miss knowing that. And I miss knowing that that's not, I'm sad that that's not the case anymore. Lots of lessons. Mother's Day, just so many triggers, so many lessons. And I want you to know that if you're feeling this, you're not alone. Thanks, Liz, for tuning in, and Aisha and everybody. And I want you to be kind to yourself, mother yourself. You know, this is a day if you're feeling on your own. My friend Lisa also lost her mom a year prior to my mom from the same thing, pancreatic cancer. She's one of my dearest friends from high school. And what I just want you to know, we all, any one of us that are missing our mothers or missing our family or missing our touch, just mother yourself. Be a mother to yourself. Be a kind, benevolent, rewrite history if you have to, because I do have to. My mother wasn't always kind and benevolent, but she did have a kind and benevolent side to her. I just want to say, mother yourself. Do some mothering toward yourself. Create a Mother's Day breakfast for yourself. Do a Zoom meeting with a friend. That's what I'm going to do at 12 o'clock. What time is it? Yeah, I'm going to be doing a Zoom meeting with my friend. And I want you to just be kind and compassionate toward yourself. Yeah, I miss her so much, eh, Lisa? It's a tough one, eh? It's a tough one. Are you able to jump on, Lise? I'm going to give you the link. I'm going to add a guest. And here's the link. Lisa. Lisa misses her so much. And I want to send you the link, Lisa. If you can come on right now, because we both lost our moms, it would be really nice if you came on. Maybe it's not possible, but if it is, let me know. Oh, I'm a mess. No. Oh, honey, I get it. I understand totally. You're gorgeous. Anyway, it's okay. Oh, I'm still in bed. Great. That'll be a sexy Mother's Day thing. Come on, I just sent you the link. Come on if you want. We both lost our moms. So it would be fun. But anyways, you don't have to. No pressure. No pressure at all. All right. One final thought. I would like to have everybody put their hand on their heart, on their chest area. And I want you to close your eyes because I'm just going to take you through a small little meditation. Let me know if this music sounds distorted. I don't want it to sound distorted. It's good. Let me just get it going. Okay. Do you hear it? Put your hand on your chest. Let me know if the music sounds distorted with my voice. And put your middle finger in your belly button. And breathe. And I just want you to visualize yourself as a child playing on a beach, building a sandcastle. Just see that for a moment. See the little you on a beach building a sandcastle. Thank you. I'm glad it sounds good, Aisha. Middle finger in the belly button and one hand on the chest. And you're basically intending with your mind, alongside thinking about this image of you as a child playing in the sand at a beach. I also want you to intend with your mind that these 2 points are balanced, like you're intending for a similar feeling between these 2 points. And breathe. Close your eyes. And now I want you as the adult to walk onto the scene of this beach. And I want you to approach the little you. And just sit next to the little you, the young you. Just sit next to her or him. And start playing in the sand with young you. Start playing in the sand. Helping little you build the sand castle on this beautiful diamond white beach. Thank you, Leopold. Got your message. Breathe. And now I just want you to turn to the child and just say, you matter. You matter. You are important to me. You are a treasure to me. And see the little you just climbing on top of you and giving you such a hug. And I want you to hug young you and allow you to whisper in the ear of the young part of you and say, you are precious to me. I love you. And you matter. I just want you to be your own mom at this moment. Your own precious mom. And breathe. And keep with the finger in the belly button and keep intending with your mind to create balance between these 2 points. And I just want to send you so much love and so much comfort and so many good vibrations during this Mother's Day that is pretty difficult for a lot of us. Not for everybody, but for a lot of us. Those who have lost our mothers, those who have maybe lost a child, which I just want to send you so much love and so much comfort, because that's really difficult. It's not right. It's a wrong thing to happen. And also, I want to send anyone who's not with their family because of COVID and isolation. I just want to send you so much comfort and so much love and so many good vibrations, and wishing that all of this would just end, although I know that the universe has its own schedule of events, and there's a surrender that needs to happen. And that is the energy I'm sending out, is the energy of surrender and letting go and comfort. And also I want to rejoice for all the mothers that do have their children with them and that are having a beautiful Mother's Day. I want to wish you a happy Mother's Day. And I want to wish all the children that are with their mothers and adult children that are with their mothers, I want to wish you a happy Mother's Day. And I want you to know that everything's going to be okay. And even if it doesn't feel like it's going to be okay, it's going to be okay. It is. It just is. Because we're either learning or we're winning. So we're always winning. So I want to hug you and love you and tell you how treasured you are and how much you matter. You matter, and your feelings matter, and you're not alone. And I just want to send you so much comfort right now. Take that comfort in. Take it in. Take it in deeply. I'm mustering all of my guides in the universe, and every aspect, every molecule that I can tap into, I'm sending to you. And I want you to take it into your heart as something comforting and positive. And just breathe. Just keep hugging that little girl or that little boy that is you. Wishing you a good day. I wish I could hang out here all day. I want to, but I'm sure it's not useful. Anyways, I just want to say lots of love and thank you, Lisa. I love you too. And Aisha, sending love and comfort and warmth and hugs. Thank you. I love you. A big hug. A big, real hug. I want you to hug yourself and take my energy with you, because I love hugging and I miss hugging. Miss it. I'm okay. I'm just emotional today. Just know that. Okay. Mwah. Love you. Big hugs. We're a family, all of us. Let's just remember that. Big hugs. All right. I'm going offline. Take care, guys. We'll talk to you soon. Happy Mother's Day. And those of us who are experiencing difficulty during this time, self-comfort, self-love, self-mother. Okay? All right. Talk to you soon. Have a good day. And remember, if you're not winning, you're learning, so you're always winning. And that's what this is about.